Hi everyone, this is going to be Homework 61 review. And our first problem reads, the diameter of a penny is shown below. Which measures is closest to the circumference of a penny? Must show work. Okay. Well, again, if you notice, they're telling us that the diameter, because it's the full length of the circle of the penny, is 20.01 millimeters. Again, the formula is C equals 2 pi times the radius. I need to know the radius, right? Well, in order for me to get the radius off of the diameter, well then I have to take half of it. So R, and the diameter is 20.01. Then I would have to divide by 2. Or if you type this into the calculator, you would get a value of 10.005. Now I know the value of 2, the radius and the pi. C equals 2 times pi times radius, which is 10.005. Oh, that went over. Now, if you multiply 2 times 10.005, you would get a value of C equals 20.01 pi. If you actually notice on the answer keys, the value of pi was never actually multiplied. It was just left as its symbol, which is the pi symbol. So this is our final answer, and letter D matches our work. And remember, these are millimeters, and circumference is never squared, so it just stays as millimeters. Okay, now let's take a look at problem number 2. Problem number 2 reads, find the value of x that makes the equation true. Okay, well, the first thing I notice is that, let me just rewrite it. 2 plus 3 open parentheses x minus 4 close parentheses equals 8. I'll draw the line. The first thing that I notice is that I get to distribute that 3 into my parentheses. There's not much I could do, but outside I can distribute that plus 3 to each of my terms. Essentially, I mean multiply 3 times x and 3 times negative 4. The 2 hasn't really been touched, so I'm just going to rewrite it. But 3 times x is 3x. And a positive times a negative is a negative. And 3 times 4 is 12. It still equals that 8 on the other side. Now I have to combine like terms. Well, I can combine my units together of 2 minus negative 10, negative 12, and 2 minus negative 12 is negative 10. So 3x minus 10 equals 8. Again, I can remove a balance set of negative 10 by adding its opposite. Then I would have plus 10 on one side and plus 10 on the other side. Well, negative 10 plus 10 gives me a big giant 0, but 8 plus 10 gives me 18. I have 3x equals 18, and I'm almost there. All I gotta do now is divide by a coefficient of 3. 3 divided by 3 is just 1, or x. And 18 divided by 3 is 6. Alright, answer is 6. Okay. Solve the following inequality. Problem number 3 is a lot like problem number 2 because we forget about the inequality sign and just solve it as a normal equation. Meaning I'm gonna draw a line, and I see there's a -3. Well, I want to remove those -3 to the other side of the inequality, and I could do that by adding a balanced set of +3 +3. Well, -3 plus 3 is just a big giant zero pair, but 5 plus 3 gives me 8. And then I'm still left with that 4x on the other side. Again, I don't care about x's or x's, so I just care about 1x. So then I gotta divide by a coefficient of 4, and if I divide on one side, I have to divide on the other side. 4 divided by 4 is just an x, and 8 divided by 4 is a 2. Again, my inequality symbol is staying the same because I did not divide by a negative. Okay. Now, the last problem. For the last problem, we have, I'm going to rewrite my expression is to simplify the expression, and I'm just going to rewrite my expression of 2.2x plus 3.2 minus 2x minus 5. And I do notice I don't have anything in front of this parentheses I can distribute, but I do have this minus or this negative, and when you see that, you got to distribute that negative to each of your terms, essentially multiplying that negative to each of your terms. So you would have -1 times -2x, and then -1 times -5. Okay. Again, I'm gonna drop my parentheses on this side of the expression because I can't really do anything with it. I have 2.2x plus 2x plus 3.2, and -1 times a -2x, that would give me a positive 2x, and negative times a negative would give me also positive, and 1 times 5 just gives me 5. Then I get to combine like terms. I get to combine my x's together and my units together. Well, if I combine 2.2x plus 2x, in total I would have 4.2x, and 3.2 plus 5, well, that would give me a grand total of 8.2. And I know this would be as simplified because there's nothing else I can do. I cannot combine or distribute anything, and that's as simplified as my expression can get. Okay. Alright. Hopefully this video was helpful. If you're still struggling with any of these problems or any of these concepts, please go ahead and reach out to either Miss Russell or myself. We'll be more than happy to help you out. Have a great day.